Morning folks, it's Friday morning, end of the week. We're going to get some black paint on this lot. Yeah, a bit of a shit couple of days, sort of got nowhere fast, but got some stuff done. But thanks for the few comments anyway. So yeah, let's get this show on the road today. Get all this lot painted black. And then, yeah, we're off for a little road trip to go and pick up all the nuts and bolts from being plated. And drop some bushes off for getting more cab mounts and engine mounts made up. So let's go. There we go, one load of black paint put on. And again, yeah, not a bad finish for an amateur. I'll tell you, the grills and the meshes, they're not the easiest things to paint. It's not just a case you put the paint on. If you think about it, when you're doing edges, you've got to go around all the edges. With mesh, you've got lots of edges. So you just put it on straight, you're just hitting the face. You're not getting the edges of the holes, so you've got to do, you know, several thin coats at different angles. Excuse the hand waving around. But yeah, different angles to get the edges of all the holes. So it's not easy, but doesn't look too bad to me. And there's the top of the dashboard that I repaired, if you remember. A bloody great hole in it here. And this was all rotted out on the edge, so it's a new one of those. So again, not too bad. Reasonable reflection. Nice little brackets to hold the grill in the inlet housing. So yeah, pleased with that. Let's go and find something else to do for a bit. So a quick trip down the road. These that I got painted. I'll get these fitted on the corner of this cab, tidied up. Got some little fasteners there, clip on, and screw those in on the bottom. And the top one, we'll drill a little hole with some double-sided tape and screw it on the top, because they do have a tendency of flying off, because they're only stuck on. So I put a screw in, just to be sure. There we go, that looks better. Matching pair fitted on either side. Looks a bit more complete now. That was a handy little trip out. We picked up all the silver galvanised bits for the 1200. Oh, like brand new. Didn't realise there was quite so much of it. Nice shiny springs, that's for the PTO guards. Lovely job. Right, let's go back to the next portal call. Got all the black bits painted this morning and hung out the way. Got the door shot blasted, cleaned up, got the old lock off. There were a couple of holes here, some random yeah, catch thing was on there. That's gone, holes welded up. And there's a crack in the frame here where the hinge is welded on, so we've test fitted in the hole. We know we're going to have to put a couple of packing washers in when it goes in the cab, because he's just catching in the bottom. But welded up, give it a wipe over, and then we'll get some primer on it, and then hopefully tomorrow morning get that painted red. Meanwhile, in the land of apprentice, we're busy going through all the nuts and bolts and things. Let's see what we got. This is all the stuff we picked up today. So yeah, we'll sort through what is which and what's got to go where. Hey folks, Saturday morning. Where did the week go? Anyway, we'll see. We got the door shot blasted yesterday, which I said, and got the primer on it. So just giving that a bit of a rub down. So unfortunately, I had a run. Oh well, I'm not perfect. So we're giving it a bit of a flat off. We'll get some red paint mixed up and get that one done. And then on my phone, I've got a chimney sweep coming today. So I've got 3 chimneys to get cleaned out and labour in the service. So a few jobs at home, and then a few beers this afternoon with a friend who's coming around to see me, which we haven't seen each other for a while. So it'd be good to catch up. So catch you in a bit. There we go, we've got 2 layers of paint on. So that's a thin mist coat, then another coat. We'll just let that go off a little bit. I've got another little job to do, and we'll come back, we'll put a 3rd coat on, which will have a bit more thinners in it. That should lift the shine out of that. As I say, we started off, we did like all the edges, all the way around, all around the window opening, got all the edges done, on the back and the edges, then we filled in the colour after that. So I'll leave that for 10-15 minutes and then do the 3rd coat, and then I'll walk away and leave it. Meantime, I've got the burner at my Ray burn at home, so it's pretty crudded up in there. So I'll get this shot blasted cleaned, strip the pipe down, because that'll be full of crud in the oil feed pipe as well. And yeah, once that's cleaned up, take it back home, put it in, new wicks, sweep the rest of it out. So chimney's been cleaned today, so we're ready for the winter. Well, that's come out like a new pin. Absolutely lovely. Taking the elbow off the end, clean the oil pipe out in there because that was full of black crud. Which obviously it's got to run through into the bottom of there. So yeah, cleaned up, bit of PTFE tape round, back on there. So he's all ready to go back in. And the lid. So there'll just be a new set of wicks to go in there. Job's a good one. Anyway, back to the painting. How's that for a finish? You can see me moving. Happy Saturdays. Yippee! Oh, I'm pleased with that. Just assembled it, got the grill in, bolted in. That looks bang tidy. A lot of faffing work to make the damn things, but I'm pleased with it. So you could say, it's Dave, International Rescue. Remember that Aveco the other day with the ABS problem that the customer had changed the brakes? Well, it turns out it's exciter ring on the back right hand side. It was given an intermittent reading of like 1k, 50k. Well, they can't get one until Tuesday at the earliest. I've been through my stores. Look what I found. A new one. So I'll take that up for them. I think that get that put in, and it should be good to go for MOT Tuesday morning. Dave saved the day.
Well, folks, hope you're well. Saturday afternoon. A couple of interesting days. Got some stuff done. And you can see the weather is now shit. It's pissing down with rain. So chimneys are clean. I've lit the wood burner. Beer o'clock. So thank you all for watching. I'll catch you in a few days' time. So click the old like and subscribe and enjoy. Take it steady.